So you might have heard the rumblings of a new Three Stooges movie. The Farrelly Brothers have been trying to get a new version of the Stooges on film for quite a number of years now. The film recently made some headlines and looked to be picking up some steam. The rumored cast at one point to fill the roles? Jim Carrey, Benicio del Toro, and Sean Penn, who just dropped out of the project.
Oh, it's a pleasure to get ready. Hey, get up.
Is this flick a good idea? I mean, just a waste of time? A brilliant, long-delayed idea? Or something that should have Stooge fans shaking in their boots? At one point, the Farrelly said the film would pay homage to classic Stooge scenes. One updated joke is on the original scene of Curly ordering oyster soup and getting systematically sprayed in the face. They described one scene of the new Stooges hiding in a hospital nursery. The updated version will replace soup in the face with baby urine. Now, this was from an interview several years ago, and things might have changed since then. Or maybe they haven't. Will Stooge fans think this would be an appropriate update?
Not even for big calm fellas like me. I ain't scared.
Now, I've been a Stooge fan for a long time. I loved watching them when I was little. I enjoy watching them now, and I'll probably still love them years down the road. It's funny how they can entertain old and young people equally. It's probably why their legacy has endured for as long as they have. I mean, the feature films their shorts were in front of in theaters, the more respected work at the time, are practically forgotten. It's kind of amazing when I think about how generations later their short films are just as enjoyed today as they were when they were first shown to audiences. Would anyone have suspected back then that the Stooges would maintain a popularity in pop culture?
Certainly.
Of course, there are some out there that probably think they're just stupid and silly, but to the ones who love them, I mean, that's what they embrace.
This mophead don't know his right from his left. Now, when I say go, we'll all point to the right. Go! Come on, get it.
When their shorts were shown on the new medium of television in the 50s and 60s, it reignited their popularity, and they attracted a whole new generation of fans. Despite a shuffling of the third Stooge, I guess I'm like most fans whose favorite is Curly. They continued to make films and appearances.
You can already buy Instant Simonize everywhere.
Instant Simonize? They thought of it too?
Simonize thinks of everything. Try Instant Simonize, another easy new way to brighten your day from Simonize Company.
They mainly focused on kiddie entertainment. Their feature films were mainly targeted for children. They released albums, coloring books, and cartoons.
That's a pippin'.
My personal favorite thing they did in these years was their brief cameo in It's a Mad, 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 Mad World.
You take this one here, this is what they call the Royal Show. The Royal Show. The Royal Show, we give it, come on! Everything flies.
That's one thing that makes me shake my head when I think about how today there's countless hours of on-set interviews and behind-the-scenes footage of every half-assed film or TV show that comes out, while Stooge fans are left with so very little personal insight from the guys. Other than a handful of rare interviews the guys did late in life, there's really not much documentation of them as themselves. I mean, that's a real shame.
Oh, what a beautiful day. Good morning, Cunningham. Good morning, Mo. Good morning, Larry. Good morning. Hey.
They were still working on up to like 1970, until the ailing health and eventual deaths of first Larry, then Mo, ended the team's run as the court jesters of the 20th century. In the 1980s, there seemed to be somewhat of a resurgence of the boys again. Their shorts were continually run on television. Kids would be able to catch them on the weekends on local television stations. The song The Curley Shuffle by Jump in the Saddle Band was released in 1983 and gained popularity.
Oh, wise guy. Oh, well, we never miss a chance. We get up and dance and do the Curley Shuffle. That's right.
A bunch of Stooge merchandise started to be churned out. Since then, the guys have still been around, but not as prominently as they had been, it seems. At least to me. I guess they still run their shorts on TV still, but nowhere near the amount they used to. We got the Three Stooges biopic in 2000.
What are you working here for? For duty and humanity!
Dislocated jaw, fractured wrist, mild concussion, $10 copay.
And that recent MasterCard ad with him was nice to see. You would occasionally catch a Stooge reference somewhere, every now and then.
Eeny, meeny, miny.
But the best Stooge-related news in recent years had been the release of all their shorts, complete, in order, on DVD. Finally, they dumped the colorizing and odd compilations and gave Stooge fans what they wanted for years. I've been hearing about a new Stooge film for years. Long before the Farrelly Brothers were even a blip on the film scene, there were rumors or plans to do an updated Stooge film. I mean, this was back in the 80s. I would sporadically see small, little blurbs about it, but nothing ever came of it. The closest we've ever seen of a new Stooge film was 1986's Stooge Mania. Has anyone else ever seen that film, or was it just me? An updated Stooge film, I'm not sure if it's a good idea anyway. Just the casting of it seems like an impossibility. I mean, do you go for simply actors who look like the original three? Ones who possess their qualities? No-name imitators? Obviously, it looks like they're going for big-name stars who seem like they could possibly pull it off. Hey, you need big names. That's what sells tickets, right? I'm sure Jim Carrey can do a good Curly impression, and Benicio del Toro, he's got dark hair and can look mean. Sean Penn might have been very interesting to see what he would do. See if he got all method for the part of Larry. Plus, it's not very often that guy does a comedy. And it might be fun to see them play the roles, or whoever the latest rumored cast is, in like a short Saturday Night Live skit. But a whole movie?
We know nothing about movies.
There's a couple of thousand people in pictures now know nothing about it. 3 more won't make any difference.
My intimate views of Jackie, Cher, Sean, Larry, Moe, Curly.
I mean, maybe if they were doing something like 1992's Brain Donors did, with the Marx Brothers. Instead of having actors portray the original characters, take the format and the crazy world they existed in and present a set of new similar type characters that are loosely based off the original guys, and update it that way. Or maybe do something like Todd Haynes did for Bob Dylan in I'm Not There, and just get a chorus line of different actors reenacting classic scenes. Or if it was another more detailed biopic, or, I don't know. Whether this works or not, or if it ever even gets made, I'm pretty indifferent towards the idea. I don't really care who they cast. I've heard countless suggestions and rumors of who's being talked about, or actors who should be in it, and whatever. It's not just the characters they have to play, but they also have to be the performers. It would be like making a new Elvis movie with new Elvis songs, starring an Elvis impersonator. It's just not going to be an Elvis movie, and never will be. To me, the Stooges have long since died, and no one can replicate what they did. There are no more Stooge movies. The last one was Kook's Tour in 1970. The only chance to see a new genuine Stooge project is somehow some security guard or janitor at a studio unearths an old canister of film that happens to hold a Stooge short that has never been seen before. Like, that would be great. So I bet you think I would say don't bother with this idea. It's just a bad idea and just leave it alone. But I'm not. Even though I'm indifferent towards this new Stooge film, I'm not against them doing it. Even though it will probably be stupid and unfunny and an embarrassment to the actual Stooges, any Stooge-related project is good in my eyes. I mean, it's not very often the guys are the focus of something new, and a major theatrical film would certainly give them a lot of attention. My willingness to go along with this idea is purely for selfish reasons. Even though I doubt a new film will be any good, it could generate some renewed interest in the guys again, and be something of another revival for them. We could possibly get a new Stooge documentary out of it, or a new book about them, or something. Plus it could hopefully attract new younger fans who will seek out the work the real Stooges did. And who knows, maybe they'll become lifelong Stooge fans too. That's probably the best this updated Stooge film can accomplish.
A victim of circumstance.